Today is Friday, March 5th. Back on this day in history, in 1770, the Boston Massacre, also known as the incident on King Street, British soldiers killed 5 men in a crowd throwing snowballs, stones, and sticks at them. African-American K.I.S.S was the first to die, later held up as early black martyr. The massacre galvanizes anti-British feelings, and later in 1855, this day will be known as Crispus Attucks Day. The first performance of Ludwig van Beethoven's Fourth Symphony in B minor was in 1807. Samuel Colt manufactures the first pistol 34 caliber Texas model in 1836. The stapler was patented in England in 1868. The first radio broadcast of a musical composition aired in 1907. In 1935, the first premature baby health law was created. Hey, that's me! The King Elvis Presley ends 2-year hitch in U.S. Army in 1960. I feel like they made a musical about this. Bye Bye Birdie? Country singer Patsy Cline dies in a plane crash in 1963. Stairway to Heaven, the iconic song by legendary rock band Led Zeppelin, is played live for the first time in 1971. The song would go on to be considered by many to be the greatest rock song of all time. Actor and comedian John Belushi, one of the original not ready for primetime players on Saturday Night Live, dies of an overdose in 1982 at the age of 32. And all this happened on this day in history, March 5th.
Kindergarten roundup and testing for the 2020-2021 school year will take place on Tuesday and Wednesday, April 6th and 7th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Parents, if your child turns 5 before or on August 1st this year, 2021, contact the Northside Elementary office. You will need to bring in your child's birth certificate, social security card, immunization records, and custody papers if applicable. If you have any questions, feel free to contact the elementary school office at 765-964-6430.
Attention current 8th graders. Another reminder that next week there will be an upcoming freshman class meeting on Tuesday, March 9th, in the cafetorium at 1:55. The parents' meeting will be the day before on March 8th.
The Indian boys are in action tonight in the sectional round opener against Seton Catholic. Good luck to Coach Byram and the Indian boys in the sectional at Randolph Southern.
The 2020-21 yearbooks are now on sale. Did y'all hear me? On sale. The cost is $40. An order form may be picked up in the high school office or from Miss A. This has been an unprecedented year, so make sure to keep the memories forever by purchasing a yearbook.
Mrs. Amy Hughes is battling cancer, and the Union City community is coming together to support her and her family. Her husband, Rick, is a Union City graduate, as well as her sons, Bailey and Cole. A t-shirt fundraiser is currently underway for Amy, and the cost is $20. The fundraiser organizer has asked the school to help collect orders. The fundraiser will help to offset transportation costs, meals, and medical expenses. Please see Mrs. A if you're interested in purchasing a shirt. Payment must be made at the time of the order. Thank you for the support of the Hughes family.
Next Friday and Saturday, March 12th and 13th, Union City Junior Senior High School will present this year's spring musical, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Tickets will be $5 per person for grades K and up. Preschool is free, but a ticket is still needed and can be reserved by emailing Mr. Hoggett or Mr. Zimmers. If interested, please be sure to specify the day in which you wish to attend. Our numbers will be limited to 150 in attendance, and yes, we will have it set up to best promote social distancing. You will still be required to wear a mask. Senior and cast member Christian Cardona will have a segment with the cast and actors next week on the Indian Beat. Hope to see everyone there.
Today is Brad Osborne's last day at RESC. He sent this email to all of us, and I'd like to read it. Well, the time has come where this is my final day here at RESC. In no words can I express how amazed I am with all the people that have taken the time out of their lives to say they will miss me being here and wish me well in future endeavors. When I graduated from here in 1984 in June, I remember getting into my car in the back of the parking lot, looking at the high school and saying, I'll never step foot in this place again. But lo and behold, I found myself in November of 2003 applying for a maintenance job under the direction of Kathy Stephen as superintendent. She was my former guidance counselor in the 80s. Not only was I grateful that she would actually allow an interview with me, former counselor thing, I might have been a little ornery in school, as she has put it, and I was actually offered the job. So happy and grateful to be back at RESC. I was able to work here while all my kids were in school, especially with Brittany, being in second grade at the time, so I was able to see her through her school years. And some of those times she showed that she was a chip off the old block, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm so proud that she came back to embark on a career as a teacher and coach at RESC. Please understand, in no way, shape, or form is my heart into leaving here, but my mind tells me it's time. I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is the best place I've ever been employed, and the people here are the greatest that I've ever had a privilege of working with. I will definitely miss you all. And finally, there is one real upside to my departure from here. You will never receive another email complaining about the type of tape that you are using on the walls and the doors. I won't be able to see it from my house. And lastly, Brad and I went to school together and were in K.I.S.S together back in 1984. Brad was a senior and I was a junior. And I would have loved to have that Grand Prix back then, and he still has that now. Still for sale, Oz? That was without a doubt the coolest car at the high school. We'll all miss you here at the school. Godspeed, Oz.
Hey, good morning or good afternoon. Mr. Lynch here with another Freaky Friday coming your way. It is all about static electricity today. The electrical charges that build up from friction. A balloon can make static electricity, or should be easy to create static electricity when we rub it, especially on somebody's hair. What we're going to do is attempt two demonstrations. One, I want to see if static electricity impacts the flow of water, and then we'll move over to the table, and I have a pop can sitting on its side. It's empty. We're going to build up some static electricity and see if we can't get the static electricity to draw that pop can and make it actually move. So first things first, I've got my lovely assistant coming over here, and I'm going to borrow her hair. My camera people. And we're going to rub the balloon on her hair really, really well. Excellent. And you won't want to go too far because I'm going to use you again in a little bit. Now that we've got the static built up, let's take a look at this faucet. And we're going to get water to trickle down here at a fairly easy rate. And we'll see if we can't get that water to bend. There it goes. You see how it bends? It actually is attracted to the balloon. The water typically is a neutral charge. The charge of static electricity on the balloon is a negative charge, and it draws it. It's almost like a magnet to water. Whoever knew you could actually get water to bend, but you can. Now I'm going to rub some more friction on the balloon, and we're going to move over to the table here. Let's see if this works. And you're good to go. Thank you. Watch the can and see if we can't get it to move. Ha-ha! Success! And all we did was cause a difference in electrical charges. The can is pretty neutral also. And this is a definite negative charge from static electricity buildup. And we're able to cause it to draw that can and actually move it right across the table. Isn't that different? Static electricity draws to either neutral or positive charges. Now you know a little bit more about static electricity, bending water, and making an aluminum can roll across the table. You guys have a great day.